Right, this is me, and this is my audience.
Parrot?
Or I don't, wait. Ah! Can you see my audience? Ah! Okay, I'm having issues with, can you guys see?
This is actually a school project she's doing right now? Oh.
All right, you guys. All right, that's 4 audience members. Okay, now I'm gonna balance this and begin my speech. Oh no, the phone is gonna fall. Okay. Click it or ticket. This is a slogan used to remind people that seatbelts are not just suggestions, they're the law. The Center for Disease Control compares preventative measures vaccines offer to those of wearing a seatbelt while driving. No one plans to be in an accident. However, if one does happen, a seatbelt could save your life. No one ever plans to be in an accident, but if you go off the road, you have a seatbelt, you're not going to fly through the windshield, which is generally a good decision because nobody wants to die. This law put into place by the government is one with the intent to protect citizens from preventable fatalities. Now, with that being said, shouldn't immunization against diseases such as the measles be the law as well? The measles is one of the biggest preventable causes of death in children ages 5 and under. I asked all of you if you had children, if you believe in medicine, and your stance on sending sick children to school. Those of you with children, think about them. Those of you without children, think about your families, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your grandparents, your cousins, your friends, your niece, All of you have said you believe in medicine to an extent, no matter your beliefs and no matter your religion. Whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, a Catholic, or spiritual or anything else, you all said you would not send a sick kid to school around with other children. This preventative measure is to protect other children, to protect against the spreading of whatever illnesses they may have. Who is this to say that all parents, though, share your ideals, share your intent to keep your children as safe as other kids? Other parents may not be as careful with their kids as you are with your kids. As a previous teacher of small children, I've seen how easy it is for kids to spread things around and get other kids sick on a very, very regular basis when vaccinations have not occurred. Just like that, the measles can also spread that way. The tragic truth is that the measles are running rampant across the globe. What will protect people of this country, keeping the population immune to these preventable diseases? When people recognize the importance of immunization and can take the vaccination precautions, only then can the disease be eliminated. With all the efforts of doctors, disease has not disappeared, unfortunately. But in 2000, however, the CDC announced the elimination of the measles in the United States. Ever since then, throughout the country, people have had this growing idea, this notion that since the disease is eliminated, we're safe, and all of a sudden we just don't need to get vaccinated anymore, that nothing's a threat. This notion is greatly mistaken. Unfortunately, there are still 20 million cases of the measles around the world each year. In the US, we have continuously been importing it back and forth from travelers, people going out of the country into a place where the outbreak is very rampant, and they're bringing it back and ending up infecting our whole communities of people with these diseases. We've let ourselves become vulnerable to this disease from other places, and this begs another question. How do we keep something that's already eliminated from coming back continuously? Since the United States has eliminated the measles, shouldn't it stay eliminated? That's the question. If we were to close our borders to people from places with large outbreaks, could that be a solution? In light of the current COVID-19 pandemic, it has resulted in many countries closing their borders completely. The Salvadorian president, Nayib Bukele, closed the borders to his country, and in turn, this has allowed none of his citizens to get the virus at all. No one in their entire country has contracted the virus or even showed symptoms of the virus. This route, while it's clearly proven successful, is unsustainable. The only sustainable way to prevent the spread of disease is by creating herd immunity. Herd immunity is when the amount of people in a community that are immune is high enough that they're not going to get everyone else sick. Everyone else is going to stay relatively safe because there's enough people that are immune that they're not going to spread it. And if it does, it'll be contained. I have a visual aid right here showing what happens. The blue people are the people that are not immune, but they're fine. The yellow are the people that are immune, and the red are the people that are not immune. Now, as you see here, this is showing over a short period of time what happens. The people that are blue they're not immune, but they're well. But as the time goes on, see these two red people? They have not only increased their little perimeter right here, but they've also infected everybody. And well, the measles being very, very deadly, that can cause a very significant issue. Now, if you look at this picture right here, the yellow people, like before, they're the immune and the healthy. The blue people, like before, they're not immune, but they are healthy. The red are the unhealthy, sick, and contagious. And so as time passes, if you see their little diameters, they're just as big. However, they've only increased by one person. Only one extra person has contracted the virus, the disease, because, well, everybody's immune because they've taken the proper precautions. This goes to show how when everyone in a population, this is herd immunity. This is not herd immunity. This is all the people that are going to die. These are the people that get to live. Anyway, imagine a world where sending your children off to school will no longer risk their health, but be a ticket to a long and prosperous future. Imagine a world where you don't lose loved ones to preventable diseases. This world that you're imagining, it doesn't have to be a fantasy. It can be the future. The future that can be our future. We may not be able to change the world alone, but if we can see eye to eye through all the religions and beliefs we hold, we can make everything a good bit better. The goal to make a new future for the country that we all live in will make a great new world for all of us. In order to transform our reality to this bright new world, we should find common ground. We must come together and understand that sickness will be rampant without proper immunizations to all the citizens. Everyone receiving vaccinations will create a safety net for whole communities that could be destroyed by disease otherwise. No matter our beliefs, we should require vaccinations for our citizens. We should require vaccinations for our children. In order to keep our community strong, we must all make the choice to protect ourselves. We must make the choice to keep the people we love safe. The only way to stop an outbreak and save the lives of the people we love is to make sure proper immunization is in effect. The country reaching herd immunity will prevent any more preventable tragedies. We owe it to our children to give them a world not full of disease, but full of life. All right, that's that. And this is my audience again. Mommy, Doris, and Claire. Oh, yes, they're all here. Wait, can you?
Hold on. Give me a second.
I'm like, the camera isn't.
There we go.
I'm trying to make sure. Can we see? Wait, go back down to the other person again. Doris, wait, Kale. Okay. All right. And everyone is above 16. So, yes, we're good. And me. So, yes, the end.